Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to Secret Life of Horror. My name is Danny, and today I have a review for you guys. I'm going to be talking about, I think, what's going to be the top movie of the year, and that is Beetlejuice, or Beetlejuice 2. It is the long-awaited sequel to the 1988 classic from Tim Burton, Beetlejuice, and it was well worth the wait. If you haven't got the chance to see it yet, I highly recommend watching it either today or this weekend or something, because spoilers are going to be out. I thought this movie was so well done. It was very much in the style of classic Tim Burton. It felt like I was watching classic Tim Burton again. I feel like he hasn't had movies that felt authentic to his style in a very, very long time. And so I really enjoyed the Tim Burton style, but it also felt very horror inspired. There's a lot of horror elements in this movie, and it was a really good continuation of the story. If you've seen the trailers, you know the story pretty much. It's essentially Lydia and her mother, Delia. The father, Charles, passes away, and so they return back to their home, the ghost house, as it's referred to in this movie. It's like where Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin lived at. But essentially that house, it's still there. So they go back for like the funeral and all that stuff, and they end up sticking around for just a little bit. But I don't want to spoil any of the plot devices and stuff that spurs up, because there's a lot in this movie. It's a very spontaneous film, I will say that, so whenever you watch it, be prepared to just sit there and take in everything. You might get confused, might get lost, but that's why I felt. It's not like it was confusing, but there's just a lot to take in. There's so much going on at all times. That was really, really great. I mean, I guess the story, plot wise, after they're there, the Juice guy, Mr. Juice, he has someone looking for him while he's trying to look for Lydia. And so it's really cool, kind of tie-in. But yeah, I'm not going to get into why or anything like that, but there's some really good backstories explained in this. I know a lot of people have been wanting Beetlejuice backstory, wondering like what happened in his life, and there's a lot of that in this. There's a lot of, like I said, just horror sequences. Like I felt like I was watching a good horror movie. And there's even a really good callback at the end, and if you're a horror fan, you will absolutely love the ending, because it was amazing. I think this is the kind of movie we've been needing for a while, especially in the horror genre. I think it's a perfect horror comedy, and it very much captures the spirit of the original. But anyways, it was a very, very well done film. Like I said, I loved the themes of it. I loved the way that they captured the essence of who Beetlejuice was, and like I said, the cartoon very much so. It very much had the aesthetics of the cartoon with all these crazy lights and weird imagery and stuff, and it felt very adapted. It felt very adapted to, I guess, the lore of what Beetlejuice has become since the first film. Beetlejuice wasn't in it as much as I expected. I was hoping he'd be in it just a little bit more. But he was in it a lot more than he was in the first film, so that's cool. But Beetlejuice very much felt like more of a character. Lydia had a really good turning point. I thought that she was really, really evolved. It's exactly how I expected Lydia to turn out. Delia as well. Delia turned out just as well, as much as I thought she would. I thought it was a really good full circle moment for all of us. I think that enjoyed the first one so much and grew up on it, because I grew up on it. I mean, I've seen the first one I don't know how many times, and watching this one very much had that nostalgic feeling. It felt like I was watching people I knew, I guess. But like I said, really great action in this. The story is what kept me going, because there's so many things going on at once. It's like so many stories going on that you do have to be engaged, but it is very, very worth it. There is a little bit of gore, so a little bit of warning for that. It is a little bit more graphic in that sense, as opposed to the original. But man, you guys need to go check this out. This is definitely going to be top movie of the year in my opinion. I think in the horror world as well, I think it's going to definitely be in the top 10, because like I said, it was a full-on horror movie. It was a horror movie. It was a horror comedy, but still a horror movie nonetheless. And I think that it was super well done, super well done. I think, like I said, Tim Burton's back to Tim Burton, and he's been sitting on this for a while. I know that this story and the stories intertwined within this story have definitely been something on his mind for a long time, because it was really, really executed well. And I love the Bob character. He was really fun. I liked all of the afterlife character, like Willem Dafoe's character. He plays a cop, and he was really well done. There's one line in there. Well, I can say it. He's like, "This schmoes goo." And that cracked me up every time. He's like, "This schmoes goo." And that's it. I don't know. Willem Dafoe is hilarious. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get into a couple of spoilers. So if you want to skip ahead, go ahead and skip right now to this time. But a couple of spoilers. I really loved the stop motion animation they used for the sandworms again, but also for Charles's explanation of what happens. I really loved that. I thought that was really well done. Really good way to tie off a monster, because in real life he's a monster. And so it's really cool to bring the story home in that way, so fans didn't feel disserviced in any way. But speaking of fan service, there's a lot of this in there. If you've seen the cartoon, there was a lot of cartoon references. There's a lot of references to just horror in general. But I think overall the movie was really well paced. I really liked the serial killer kid plot device. If you're just wanting the spoilers but haven't seen the movie, essentially Astrid, Jenna Ortega's character, she runs away from the house and ends up going into town. Runs into a boy who is pretty cool, he's nice and everything, invites her over for Halloween, but that Halloween night she goes over and turns out he's a ghost, and he's a nice ghost, but turns out to be a serial killer ghost. And so, big spoiler, make sure you've seen the movie before hearing that. But I thought that was really cool. I thought it was very sinister. It kept you on your toes especially. But I think just something that I really enjoyed overall was the theme. It was very thematic, and it very much told you how to feel, especially with the horror scenes, with the not so horror scenes, with the comedy and stuff. It walked you through each way, like which emotion you should be feeling at the time. Like there's sad moments, there's happy moments, there's scary moments. Like it was really good. I thought it was a super well balanced film, and of course Michael Keaton was the best part. I really liked the Beetlejuice. I don't know. That guy was pretty cool. I hate NECA though. They already spoiled it for people, which sucks, because that was one of my standouts of the film. Because it's Selwyn. It's like Baby Selwyn from Beetlejuice, or from Dead Alive. But that's literally what he looks like, and they already posted it on their Instagram, which is really weird because it came out today. I was lucky to see it early because I work at the theater, and so I got to see it early. But yeah, I feel bad because that was one of my favorite moments of the movie, and it's already spoiled. But I think that's all the spoilers I got. I think that's pretty much everything. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to like deep dive the whole movie or nothing like that. You guys need to just go watch it. But it is definitely worth the watch. I would recommend watching it with people because it's definitely a laugh out loud movie. It's one to watch and enjoy with others, but watch it with people that love Beetlejuice, because I feel like they're the ones that will appreciate it the most. I guess one more thing would be the music. A lot of their music is returning music, but just really well done. Of course, Danny Elfman killed it like always. But yeah, I think this movie, personally, I'd give it a 9 out of 10, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Super well done. Super well done. Honestly, you know what? I'll give it 5 stars. It gets the 5 stars. Yeah, I just love Beetlejuice. I love all things creepy and stuff, and I think Beetlejuice was one of the first gateway horror movies, not just for me, but for almost every single horror fan. And seeing this again for all of us, especially in our 20s and 30s and stuff like that, that grew up with it. Yeah, it's a very somber film, very much one that we've all been wanting to see, and I think it's not just worth the watch, but it's definitely a lot of fun, and you're gonna have a lot of fun watching it. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.